Hello and welcome to today's webinar, Supercharging AI, the Data Quality Advantage. First, a little bit about AIM. AIM is the Industry Association for Automatic Identification and Data Capture Technologies. We serve as a hub for quality resources covering all types of barcode, RFID, and mobile computing information. We also foster new auto ID innovations that stimulate market growth. We encourage you to get involved. If you would like additional information, reach out to us at info@aimglobal.org. And then our AIM antitrust policy. It is the policy of AIM to conduct its operations in strict compliance with the antitrust laws. No AIM activity shall create even the appearance of a violation of the letter or spirit of the antitrust laws. And then a few other housekeeping notes. All registrants are muted upon entering the webinar, but we still want you to participate. To send a question, select the Q&A icon at the bottom of the screen. We'll get to as many questions as possible at the end of the presentation. Also, a recording of the webinar will be available in the coming days to those that have registered. And now I'd like to introduce our speaker for today's presentation. I'm joined today by Andre Avila. Andre is the Retail Industry Marketing Leader Global PSS at Honeywell. Thanks for joining me today, Andre. I'll hand it over to you now.
Great. Thank you, Bethany, for the opportunity. Thanks for AIM for talking about this important topic that we are facing right now about artificial intelligence and how can we, as data capturing providers, we can take advantage of this. So let me just share my screen right now. Yeah, we prepared a really great content for you for this webinar to show you what would be the advantage that we have in terms of supercharging AI and how can be the advantage as well for us to talk about this important topic. So with that, a little bit about me. I am the global marketing leader for the retail industry in the PSS business at Honeywell. I've been working in the retail industry for more than 17 years, especially developing a unified commerce capabilities within the companies, also understanding how technology can improve retail operations, and also how can we take advantage in terms of the technology providers or providing solutions and also enabling better customer experiences through technology as well. So what would be our agenda today? We can take some time for seeing the importance of data quality in artificial intelligence and how can we ensure this into our processes, best practices for data collection and maybe methods for getting this data collection and validation as well to ensure we have the right data, we are sharing the right data into the company operations as well. Some real world examples and also some industries that would take advantage of this part of data collection as well for supercharging the AI algorithms and developments in the future. Some key takeaways that also I would like to share with you and an interactive Q&A session at the end of this webinar as well. So with that, I want to start with this. I think we are all involved in this industry of data collection, but it's really important to think maybe to put into the shoes of our of our customers and maybe the IT members within the companies that we used to visit. They used to be a little bit confused about the data collection. They have a lot of questions regarding this, and with that they also are afraid to ask what would be the best way to get this data in a right way, in an accurate way as well, and with the less effort possible. So with that, this is something that is part of our daily conversations with this kind of personas that we usually visit into our into our daily life as technology providers. What is happening right now, not only in retail, this is an example for retail, but it also applies for other industries as well. So what is changing right now? The importance of getting this high quality data. This is a really important topic right now because everything related with AI needs to be involved with data. Data is the foundation of the AI algorithms to get the right decisions, to get the right models. And with that, this is a statistic from Accenture that is showing that retailers that are using like good examples of data capturing, they can increase their operating margins by up to 60%. So with that, there is a huge opportunity, not only for retail, but also in other industries as well, to take advantage of the high quality data into their operations. But why we are talking about quality data? IBM is showing another statistic in terms of cost. The cost of getting poor data quality into the companies in the US, for example, is about $3.1 trillion. It's a lot of money and it's a lot of loss that companies would have if they don't have the right capabilities for getting this data in the best quality possible. And with that, we also, as technology providers, have an opportunity to review this part and to also provide our customers the best, yeah, the best data methods for that being saying, and the options that they probably would need for getting the data in the best way possible. And what would be the consequences for getting this data quality or for getting this poor data quality as well? When we run AI capabilities or when we run AI algorithms, we usually have these four, yeah, like consequences for not getting the right data. The first one is regarding inaccurate predictions. It's really important for the companies to have the most accurate prediction in their operations. So with that, if they are not using the right data, they could yeah, like have several problems in terms of getting the right decisions. The other part is that AI algorithms usually need to have like several information sources, and with that, if they don't have these sources, they could like deliver discriminatory outcomes as well, or maybe biased outcomes, and with that, it would affect the decisions that they are providing in their algorithms as well. The other part is increasing cost, the cost of getting a bad decision based on AI algorithms as well. We need to yeah, monetize this, and we need to maybe consider this in terms of the AI implementations. And finally, I think this would be the most important topic to consider in this AI era, and this how can we get this trust from these algorithms, and getting this poor data quality. We are uh, threatening the trust that probably we have with the systems and the algorithms that we are using, especially when it is related with AI. So with that, it's really important to for gaining acceptance and adoption in AI. It's really important to have this trust to to continue in the process for getting more accurate algorithms in AI, and everything is related with the foundation that is the data capturing in all the processes, within the whole process in the companies and in the industries we serve. And it occurs in reality, not only in retail, but also in other industries. In healthcare, for example, we can get incorrect diagnosis based on the AI information that we have. Just for example, for getting a bad yeah, bad data in a procedure, or maybe at the bedside, we can get this incorrect diagnosis, and then commit mistakes into the into the process in terms of healthcare. In retail, for example, we can get this poor demand forecasting, and with that, we can take bad decisions that would come into out of stocks or overstocks that would have like a high cost of the operation. In customer service, for giving you an example as well, we can get ineffective interactions. We can yeah, offer like a bad experience in terms of personalization, for example, or for getting some information about the customer. We can also like take bad decisions into that part. And in finance, for example, if we use poor data quality, we can get these incorrect risk assessments, and with that as well, yeah, getting problems into the yeah, into the execution of the models in terms of finance, and take like have bad decisions into that part. With that, what is really important to consider in this part of executing AI models? I think there will be 5 things that we can take advantage when we think in a well-structured data. The first one is regarding improving the model training. AI models or generative AI is based on improving or training the models and getting the data, feeding the data. And when we have this well-structured data, we can train in a good way this model, and we can get these yeah, important outcomes, of the outcomes that we are looking for in a better way. The other part of the other benefit is reducing the bias that we have based on the data that we are uh, using for training these algorithms. We can reduce the bias by feeding with more information, with more sources, and with accurate data. The third part is regarding the enhancing the predictive power. In this moment, one of the main benefits we have implementing AI capabilities in the processes for the industries is regarding how can we predict information, how can we predict behaviors within the companies to avoid loss, for example, or to get better results into a process. So with that, based on this data quality, we can be able to, yeah, get more predictive power in the process as well, and take advantage of this for our operations, or for the operations of our customers. Better decision making is a consequence of these 3 important benefits that I am showing. Basically increasing trust, that will be the most important word that we can have into this session, into this webinar as well. So what are the most important outcomes that we can get when we count with good data quality? The first one is accuracy. Basically improving performance of the algorithms, yeah, providing this accuracy that probably the companies would need for getting the best on the AI algorithms, relevance, that the decisions that maybe the outputs that the AI algorithms are putting would be relevant for the business, avoiding noise, avoiding this kind of uh, misunderstandings that probably they would have, and as well providing this relevance in terms of the decisions that they are putting, of the AI algorithms are putting into the processes as well. The third one, and the third outcome is regarding completeness. So covering all the necessary aspects for the problem, covering all the information that probably they would need to analyze for getting the best outcome possible. So completeness is one of the yeah, outcomes, the most important outcomes we have in data quality. The other part is, yeah, be consistent, yeah, uniformity in the decisions, and maybe learning, yeah, learning from the data that we are capturing in a real time for getting the best decisions, but also to get this uniformity that probably the processes would need, and also to get this productivity and efficiency within the processes as well. And finally, timeliness, reflecting the current state, even the real-time state of the environment we are evaluating, the process that we are evaluating. It's really important to have, yeah, the information, the updated information that probably the process would need to get the best of the AI algorithms. There will be some cases that we can train our algorithm with information that we took 1 month ago, 2 months ago, and with that, this is something that is not helping to the process as good as if we can get information in a real time, or if we can get information at least with the less time possible. So, and with the uniformity that probably we need, just showing you an example in the picture of this slide about the how can we standardize the information that we are getting, and this is something that also would benefit us to take decisions, and to also get this quality of the data that we probably need to have for processing AI algorithms. So with that, we want to interact with you into this webinar. This is not only a webinar, it's not only Andres speaking. So with that, we would like to maybe learn more about you. And with that, we created this poll question that Bethany would help me to run. This is the first question. Which of the following best describes where your company stands with regard to AI-based solutions? Just share with us your thoughts about AI. You are implementing AI within your companies. What is happening into AI in this moment into your company? Just share, please respond quickly. We just have 1 minute to gather your responses, and then we can get the conclusion about what is happening right now. So let's take this poll. Bethany, any comment about the poll, about the AI?
Yeah, I'm interested to see how people react to this poll. I know that the answers are coming in now. I think we have about half of people participating right now.
For sure. Let's see. Let's see the result. So while we are seeing this, AI is a really good opportunity for us to improve processes, but it is also a responsibility not to have only the right data, but also how can we interact, or how can we get into the process to identify what would be the most important uh, or the or the most effective processes that we need to involve into the AI. So, for example, in retail or in warehousing, this kind of optimizations in terms of roads, in terms of order picking. These would be processes that we can also uh, include into this AI capabilities by improving them with efficiency, with automation as well, with automatic processes to get the best of the AI technology. So Bethany, we have a response right now. We can end the poll, and with that, we have a response right now. So mostly half of the attendance, thank you for your responses as well. Half of the attendance are already implementing and developing AI capabilities, but they are thinking in expanding them. So with that, half of us, we are thinking in expanding our capabilities in AI, and I think this is a global trend right now. Everyone is talking about AI. Everyone is thinking in how can we expand our operation using AI technology as well. The other part is we are planning pilots in some areas. Yeah, there are still some companies that are looking for implementing AI, but probably they would need some advice on that, about the process that they would cover, about the operations that probably they would handle. So with that, a lot of also a lot of people thinking about this. And there will be some companies that they don't have AI-based solutions, and they are not evaluating at this time. So with that, there will be some parts of the AI development that needs to be maybe improved in order to get more people or get most of the companies involved into the AI perspective as well. So thank you so much for your responses, and let's continue with the conversation about how to get accurate data. So we have several ways to get accurate data. We have several methods into that to get this automated data. So no, it's not only a matter of barcoding. We have several methods to get accurate data, and with that to take advantage of the benefits of implementing artificial intelligence as well. So starting with barcoding, we have several options to capture data. You know, the first one is the traditional linear way to capture data, but we also are in this moment migrated to use 2D barcodes to get more information and to get yeah, automated information with just reading one barcode and reading also the information that probably would need to run a process or a task, or maybe comply with some regulations as well within the processes. So with that, there will be other opportunities to get accurate data. We can count with RFID. This is a technology that is yeah, is having like a boom in this moment. It's exploding. There will be several companies working in RFID capabilities. We have some types. We have passive RFID or active RFID, depending of the need of data capturing that probably would have into the process. We have also other kinds of data capturing that it would be OCR, for example, for getting information from documents, getting information from yeah, lists, or other kind of knowledge structure information as well. We have OCR capabilities, machine vision that is taking the lead, especially in some use cases in manufacturing, in retail, using image processing, for example, for giving or for giving some advice or some information about the processes. Facial recognition as well as a part of machine vision. We are seeing some developments in terms of, for example, counting the traffic into a shopping center, or counting the number of products that are crossing into a production line. This kind of information is also a part of the machine vision capabilities that we have for getting accurate data. Finally, we have sensor, environmental, motion sensors, and also augmented reality as a part of the options we have to get accurate data. For what? For getting artificial intelligence that would help us to analyze, interpret data from various sources of information, not only those that would be captured for this kind of technologies, but also to help to improve accuracy and efficiency in data capturing systems as well. So this is something that is also happening in the real life. We are training the model. We have all the AI implementation ready, but we are not checking the data quality. So with that is like having a Ferrari, but this Ferrari would have a puncture, and we are not ready to test the Ferrari as well. So this is something that we usually think in when we are implementing a project in AI, and this is something that we need to consider first. Instead of running with the AI implementation, we need to ask first, do we have the right way to get quality data, or probably we need to implement some improvements into the data capturing process that we currently have into our companies. And with that, let me show you some examples of the AI implementations and maybe the data capturing implementations we have. This is one that let me just run. We prepared for you a video, but something happened with the audio into the Zoom file. So let me just explain what the person is saying. With that, this is a process based on camera vision for getting self-checkout. In that case, we are not reading the barcode that will cross with the bioptic scanner in the normal process. We are just capturing the image of the product and we are putting into the shopping list. So with that, we are using camera vision not only for identifying the product that we are intending to pay, but also it would reduce the fraud that would have in terms of the self-checkout processes, for example, and this would help us as well to get an accurate data capturing into a POS system. So this is something that we are seeing in the retail space. This is an opportunity that we also have to get advantage of these methods of data capturing for getting the best of AI. So here we have our second poll question, Bethany, for our audience. Let's take 1 minute to think about this and let us and share with us the thoughts about this question. So how would you describe the level of automation in your customers' data capturing process? How do you think about this? This is completely automatic or is somewhat automated? What would be the process that probably you are seeing would be the most common situation when you visit a customer? Let's take just 1 minute. And while we are waiting for your response, I would like just to share that there will be several types of AI implemented in the industry. We are not thinking just in generative AI. We are thinking in agentic AI, for example, for getting support or for enhancing the support in some cases. We are getting as well machine vision as a part of the AI, creating some kind of business rules within machine vision for also automating some processes. So there is a huge development that AI is covering right now in the industries as well as in retail. So with that, I think we are almost ready to see the response mostly automated. This is really good. So with that, the level of automation in the customers is half of the audience is saying that it's mostly automated. Yes, definitely in the previous years, our customers and our ecosystem is being automated a lot. So the data capturing process in this moment is mostly automated. With that, we identified some also as well several opportunities in other companies that would be somewhat out or would have processes somewhat automated or a bit automated. And with that, 40% of the audience is saying that probably they will need to enhance the way that they capture data as well. There is still an opportunity on that. And this is also an opportunity for the industry as well for getting these methods for data capturing and data uh, or improving data quality as well. So let's talk a little bit about the benefits of AI, the transformation that we are seeing right now, and I would like to share with you this example that we show it in NRF. Let me just sharing with you while we are presenting this video. We also had the opportunity to present an agentic AI demo. We are preparing with some of our team members as well. We are developing capabilities using, for example, augmented reality for solving some questions on the shelves in the retail space. In this case, we are showing as well ways of responding to customers' questions that would be in other languages. So this is an example as well, for example, for executing a task and getting this support for the assistant in terms of executing a particular task, or for example solving a problem or solving an issue for a customer that would not have or will not talk in English in this case and is talking in Italian. So with that, these multilingual agents, for example, that we can have in this moment using this kind of AI technology would be also an opportunity for us in terms of yeah, getting more AI capabilities within the companies. So let me share with you some examples about some companies in several industries that are taking advantage of these data capturing processes for getting better results in AI implementation. So this is an example of one of the largest retail chains. They are implementing AIDC to enhance supply chain management as well as inventory tracking. So with that, the main challenge or the main challenges that they had at this time were data inconsistency. They didn't have that untrusted data across different the stores, and they would need to have some kind of a standardization of the information they provided from stores and warehouses. And they have also a problem of inventory management. So with that, leading to having a stock outs or an overstock situations due to differences into inventory management. So they what did they implement into the company? They use three types of data capturing. RFID first, allowing real-time visibility in some parts of the operations, barcode scanning for some processes and reducing these manual entry errors, especially, for example, in some in-store processes as well, and data integration, getting this centralized database for better analysis and also for providing with the right data and standardized data for getting this centralized database. What would be the outcome on this? Improving inventory accuracy. Yeah, having higher accuracy, getting operational efficiency, and also enhance AI models. That was the first part of the presentation of our presentation today. So with that, this is something that we can implement into the industry, into the companies, and also this would help us to get several outcomes in terms of the business that we are attending as well. The second part, or the second case that I would like to show, is regarding a manufacturing company that is implementing AIDC technologies, especially for yeah, for facing these challenges regarding equipment downtime, for example, for getting metrics about the downtime they have into a production line, and also quality control. That would be these two important cases in terms of manufacturing. What did they implement in this part? IoT sensors, for example, predictive maintenance, and automated quality control as three solutions that they implemented into the line, into the production line, using several data sensors, but as well cameras, as well they can use some barcode readers and this kind of technology for getting the information they would have for getting automation into the production lines. So what were the outcomes that we had there? Reduced downtime, getting a better usage of the yeah, of the machines that they are having, improving efficiency, and also improving the predictive maintenance into that part, improving as well product quality, or ensuring product quality by having the information that they would have, and yeah, improving the performance of the AI models into that part as well. So just as a conclusion of this webinar, what would be the top 3 key takeaways that I would like to ensure with you? The first one is that automated identification and data capturing technologies such as barcoding, RFID, OCR, machine vision, sensors would be effective methods by collecting high quality data. This would help you, and this would help our industries to get the most accurate data in the processes that they would need to measure, and the processes that they would have to get this operational efficiency that we are looking for. The second part is regarding accurate and reliable data. The trusted data is one of the most important words we need to have when we talk about AI capabilities. This is really important, especially for make precise predictions. Predictions would be one of the main benefits we can take from AI, and with that, enhancing these decision-making processes by using accurate and reliable data would be one of the objectives we need to take when we are thinking in this data capturing process. And with that, organizations that are prioritizing data quality, they are seeing substantial benefits in their AI initiatives. So with that, the outcome that probably these organizations, these companies that are thinking in enhancing data quality, they would ensure the trust in AI solutions. They probably would embrace this change in a better way. They probably would have better implementations of AI, better trust into the people that are using these algorithms as well, and they are creating these models as well, and they would have the best output in terms of having these models trained and also implemented into the whole process, into, for example, in the supply chain, or in the retail, in store areas, or in a healthcare facilities as well. So with that, I want to say thank you. Thank you for being here with us into this webinar. This is the information about me. If you can contact me for something, just let me know. This is my LinkedIn profile as well. We can connect and continue this conversation. I think it's time, Bethany, for the Q&A section as well.
All right, so we'll get started on the Q&A now. We have a question already in the Q&A box. So if you do want to ask a question, you can ask it through the Q&A box at the bottom of the screen. The first question we have here is the EU considering AI for the DPP program?
Yeah, I would like to know, to maybe elaborate more on this question. Okay. Okay. There is another question here regarding this, maybe DPP. The second question, do you have any examples of how AI is being used to comply with the CSCA, Drug Supply Chain Security Act, or the Food Safety Modernization Act? We can get these as examples. I don't have the information this time, but probably I can share with you several examples of how AI is being implemented into the supply chain. I am seeing some examples as well in the warehouse execution for getting information, and also for getting like quick information for for getting the products into the warehouses. But let me gather more information about what you are asking into that question. Thank you for your participation as well.
And then another question we have here is how can I choose the right AIDC method based on my business operation and budget?
Yeah, this is an important question, because probably we are evaluating several projects, but we have limited budget. We have several methods, for example, for implementing machine vision technologies, or for implementing RFID, but we have a limited budget. This would be really important to evaluate what is the level of accuracy that probably we need to get this data. And with that, we can choose the right method for gathering that data. Is not probably we would need to use the cutting edge technology for all the processes we are following. We need to maybe get a balance, and with that, choose the right method for data capturing based on the budget that probably our customer or our project would have into that part. So there will be like cheap options like barcoding. Barcoding is really cheap at this moment. RFID technology is also a technology that is uh, getting cheaper in this moment, but we are in the process of massification of this kind of technologies. So with that, there will be several options that we can use for getting data or for getting good quality data.
All right. And then another question we have here is what are the consequences of poor data quality on AI models, and how can organizations mitigate these issues?
Uh, we shared in the presentations, yeah, several consequences for not having this data quality. I think the most important thing is that we need to develop this culture within the organizations. You know, this culture of getting the right data, getting these inputs or automate that data for yeah for getting the best of this kind of algorithms as well. So first, I think there will be like a culture of data cleaning, for that being saying, for getting right the right data at the right time. And this is something that companies, for example, in logistics are being implemented algorithms for getting the right data in a real time. So with that, they are being able to maybe take like better decisions in logistics or in healthcare. For example, we are seeing these electronic medical records and these efforts for integrating those to for getting better patient outcomes, for example. Or in the retail industry, we are seeing as well improvements of that quality of data. And with that, they are taking advantage of this as well for reducing or yeah, for reducing loss and also for getting the objectives in the organization. So I think culture is really important to consider in terms of implementing AI, and maybe some of the consequences that we would have for not getting AI yeah implemented would be like losing opportunities, losing money as well, and losing people, because people used to yeah to to get uh, engagement and embrace the change in a good way if they see that the results that they are getting would fit into what they are looking for.
Okay, and then another question we have here, are there any issues with implementing AI in sectors with sensitive information, for example, government or military?
Okay, thank you for your question, William. I think yes, AI there will be a concern in not only in the industry, in all the industries about cybersecurity and data security as well. Um, they are implementing, or I'm hearing that they are implementing AI in this kind of sensitive sectors, for that being saying, but they are just limiting these implementations for internal purposes. They are not thinking in implementing AI like in an open way. They have some limitations in terms of managing the information that they would provide, because probably this kind of sensitive information is really um, yeah important to keep them safe and as well not available for everyone. So this is a part of the governance issue that probably AI developers are working right now.
And then another question we have that's kind of continuing on with the topic of AI in government. Are you aware of any governmental restrictions being proposed in the use of AI? There are some negative messaging out there that people/organizations should be wary of implementing AI programs.
Uh, I'm not hearing about some, yeah, restrictions about the usage of AI. I think in the companies that I am seeing, there will be like some recommendations and maybe some policies about the usage of AI, especially for intellectual property, for example, or for getting this kind of governance of the information. Because if you use AI engines, for example, you can maybe have access to some information, company information that probably is not for everyone. So in this moment, yeah, companies are working in terms of getting this governance of AI algorithms. But in the government, or maybe thinking in yeah, in public policies regarding AI, I'm not yeah, I'm not aware in this moment of any restriction about this.
Right. And then another question, what would you say about people who are still wary of just using AI in general?
I think we are facing one of the big challenges in technology deployment when we, for example, when we started to use barcoding, or when we started to use other technologies as well. We have this yeah, like we we have this, yeah, we are concerned about this. So everything, when we think in something new, we used to maybe be reluctant about this. We used to maybe evaluate if this is secure, if this is safe, or probably what would be the consequences of using this, of using that. But in this moment, AI is evolving a lot, especially in the last 2 or 3 years. We are seeing a lot of improvement in terms of AI, and this is definitely a technology that will evolve. And with that, we can take advantage, and we can use AI as well for getting our objectives. We are seeing not only applications or AI applications in the yeah, in the industries, but also in our lives. So with that, we used to use, for example, GPT for, yeah, for getting some recommendations about restaurants, getting some recommendations about what we need to buy, and opinions about yeah, some important topics that we have in our daily life. So with that, AI would change the way that we interact with technology. And with that, we as technology providers have the opportunity to enhance that the information that the AI algorithms would take would be in the best quality possible. So yeah, this is the maybe the main conclusion we have into this session as well.
All right, any more questions? You can ask them in the Q&A chat at the bottom of the screen. All right. Okay, so thank you
Okay.
everyone for joining us today. Thank you so much for your presentation, Andre. I know I definitely enjoyed hearing more about AI, and I know it's a big topic right now. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you everybody for your participation and all the questions asked today.
Thank you, Bethany, for the invite, and thank you for the audience for participating into this webinar session as well.
All right, guys,
Have a
thank
nice
you.
rest of the day.